Common beliefs and constructions about feminism are shattered through engagement with and appreciation of Black women's creations and her stories. What is left is an intergenerational pathway towards liberation, trailblazed by Black and African women for themselves, their successors, and with little acknowledgement, the rest of the world. An example of this is Mariah Stewart, a writer and public speaker who urged for abolition and women's liberation, and wrote Religion and the Pure Principles of Morality, a sure foundation on which we must build, in 1831, which she proceeded to read to an audience of Black and white men and women. In this tremendous act of courage, Stewart rallies the daughters of Africa to pursue liberation, outwardly asking them to foster unity and love while between the lines urging them to use whatever means necessary, invoking the idea that no risk, including death, is too high in the pursuit of Black female freedom. This is 17 years before Seneca Falls, the supposed first women's rights convention, takes place. To study the life and work of Stewart, as well as the chronology of these events, disqualifies the commonly repeated narrative of first-wave feminism, which also interrupts the notion that feminism only affects certain groups, has definite endings, beginnings, localities, and leaders. Similarly, in 1974, a group of Black feminists founded the Combahee River Collective, creating the space for themselves that the civil rights movement and supposed second wave of feminism had not provided. Despite the fact that Black women did crucial work for both of these movements, common narratives uphold patriarchy and white supremacy by overrepresenting the men and white women. The group pays homage to Harriet Tubman, another trailblazer, with their name, again showing how Black women's activism and creation of theory is intergenerationally inspired. The Combahee River Collective statement introduces how interlocking systems of domination, such as patriarchy, imperialism, capitalism, and white supremacy, culminate to affect Black women. This paves the path for future feminists to conceptualize intersectionality. To read the Combahee statement is to understand the nexus that Black women live in, a web that attaches them to every system of domination. It becomes clear that Black women's liberation is a necessity for everyone else's liberation, not an appendage. This is Wangechi Mutu, a Kenyan artist. The following pieces are revolutionary representations of the Black female body that she has created in 2015. The collage format points out how common images and narratives of Black women are constructions, by literally cutting them up and constructing new ones. It is as if to ask, what were those images trying to signify about Black women? The shiny pages of the magazines in the collage represent the people and systems that have the power to legitimate stories in his stories. While the media's images may try to erase certain peoples and truths, Mutu's collages resiliently defy such attempts. She provides Black and African women with the representations of the self that she did not have access to in her youth, paving the way for future liberation, just as her grandmother and mother taught her the daily practice of existence that is crucial to Black feminism. The creations of Wangechi Mutu, Mariah Stewart, and the Combahee River Collective show how Black feminism self-generates, traveling through space and time. Appreciating these contributions is an active choice that frees the mind from normative ideas about constructs such as Blackness and femaleness. This makes room to see feminism as both global and anti-imperialist, an ancient and ongoing practice, an assertion against many other systems of domination besides male supremacy, a practice under many other names, an unnamed daily practice, a practice inherited from our mothers, grandmothers, and ancestors.